Hello, fellow peasants. Today I'll be discussing whether or not the original A Nightmare on Elm Street is overrated. Okay, guys, so today I'm discussing whether or not the original classic by Wes Craven, A Nightmare on Elm Street, is overrated. And so I kind of have a hot take on this. I think the film is overrated. I'm going to say this. What it did, the premise of it, no one had done before. No one had thought of someone coming into your dreams and being able to kill you. All that was original. The look of Freddy, Freddy himself is original. The idea that he can come into your dreams and kill you is original. Outside of that, I don't think it's that special of a film. I don't think the acting in it is that great. I don't think it's shot that well. It looks like any other standard 80s film in terms of cinematography. It's set in Ohio, which I live in Ohio. And there's palm trees all over the fucking movie. Like, at one point, Glenn and Nancy are standing on this bridge, and there's just giant palm trees in the background. I'm sorry, there's no palm trees in Ohio. So, the fact they were too fucking lazy to even, like, not put palm trees in the background, and they set it in Ohio, like, come on, like, at least John Carpenter took the time to try to not show palm trees. I understand there are palm trees in the original Halloween, but they painted leaves and they shot it in neighborhoods that looked could be Midwest. You know, they didn't blatantly show 30-foot palm trees in the background for minutes at a time. I mean, this film looks like it looks like Southern California. You know what I mean? It does not look like Ohio. In terms of it being scary, I don't think that the film is scary. I don't think Freddy's scary in this film. I never did find it to be scary. I think the film is very dated. I could see at the time, the more edgy and more current and more hip and trendy something is in its time, usually that dates it. You know what I mean? Like, if I were to put out a movie right now where girls are parting their hair in the middle and they are wearing, like, the high-rise jeans and, you know, and everyone's saying words like vibe. You know, if I made a movie right now that was super Gen Z, it ain't gonna look too good, you know, in, like, 20, 30 years. You kind of gotta just, when you make a film, it's okay. Like, you're not going to escape the period that you shot it in, but to make it super trendy and hip and whatever, you know, I think it can do you a disservice later in the long term. And I like other films that are dated, look dated as shit too, like The Exorcist, Black Christmas. I mean, The Omens. But those films, those stories, are good enough. It's entertaining enough to look past that. I don't think A Nightmare on Elm Street is engaging enough to look past how mid-80s this film is and how mid-80s it looks. I think the effects, the special effects in this are dated. They don't hold up that great. And the worst sin is I just think it's boring after some point. I really don't enjoy it. Once I get about half an hour into it, I'm like, okay, all right. I know for some of you who watch the channel, you probably love this. This is in your top 5 horror films of all time, and that's cool. That's fine. I respect your opinion. I just don't care for A Nightmare on Elm Street. Do I respect it for it being original? Like the idea of someone being able to come into your dreams and kill you? Yeah, I think that's pretty gnarly. That's pretty sweet. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's as timeless and it was executed as well as other classics in its time period or before it. I just think that when I watch A Nightmare on Elm Street, I just think 80s, cheap, made for TV 80s movie. It looks like it's made for TV or something, the way it's shot. And the music is super 80s Yamaha keyboard sounds. I don't like the soundtrack for the film. I'm just not a fan overall. So I think it's overrated. Do I think the film is a piece of dog shit? No. I don't think A Nightmare on Elm Street is a horrible movie. But if I were to rate it in terms of pure entertainment on a 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 4 out of 5, probably. Or like a 4. I would give it a 4 or 5 out of 10, is what I meant to say. So a 4 or 5 out of 10 is what I would give it. I think it's overrated. That's just my opinion. I don't think it should be up there with even the original Halloween. The original Halloween is far more tactfully made and competently made than the original A Nightmare on Elm Street. I know some of you guys are probably going to fucking hate me for saying this, but it's my opinion. And I mostly did the video not to start shit or stir shit. I wanted to start like a dialogue. Like, go down in the comments and let me know if you think it's overrated. Tell me why I'm wrong. Let me know why I'm wrong. Give me some reasons as to why, like for me to consider as to why I'm wrong, and maybe you can change my mind possibly, you know, like point out some things. But that's it, guys. Just wanted to let you know my thoughts on A Nightmare on Elm Street and whether I think it's overrated or not, and I do. Have a good one, peasants. Peace out. Bye-bye.